Hey, what's up, guys? Steel City Ashcam here. I'm back from my unexpected little hiatus, which I'll get into in a little bit, with another What is Steel City Up To? Now, sorry, that was my neighbor, so I had to wave hello. So, right as I said, hey, I'm getting into a rhythm, I'm gonna post more, I got my schedule down, I stopped posting completely. Now, there's a reason for that. I got into a groove with editing that I just didn't want to break. As has been mentioned, I was anywhere from 6 months to 10 months behind on editing footage. And I wanted to get caught up. And my stupid ass decided at the end of November that my goal was going to be to do it by the end of the year. Well, with a day to spare, back on the 30th, I did it. Now I'm talking just editing the raw footage, so it's all ready to be made into compilations, but that's the easy part. The going through the raw footage is what took a while, what was tedious, time-consuming. I had fun doing it, but that's the part that holds everything up. And so the only footage I have unedited is from yesterday. That's the 31st. I don't know if this is going to get posted today on New Year's, which Happy New Year's, everybody. Or if it's going to get posted on the 2nd with my actual schedule. But yeah, so all that footage is there, and I'm going to basically, I was going to spread it out so I have consistent content of these compilations, but frankly, I want to get this content up so that way maybe every 2 weeks I'm posting something relevant, instead of for the next 6 months I'm posting, like, it seems like I'm getting more caught up because I'm slowly posting all the stuff that's ready to post. I just frankly I'm going to do this thing that's going to start with the day this is uploaded. I don't know what I'm going to call it, maybe the 12 days of Compmas, even though we're in 2023. I almost said 2021, wow. But I'm going to basically post a compilation a day or every other day until they're all posted. I'm going to keep my other footage up to a schedule, and I'm still going to keep a schedule of posting, like, my gaming stuff every day, the bourbon stuff every day, till I get caught up on that. Basically, I'm still going to keep up with the daily stuff until I don't have stuff to post daily, in which case I will finally be able to post things more as I record them, as I get them, because I'm so behind. I want to make that better. I'm actually adding 2 more days of posting Apex stuff just because I have so much footage I want to post. And that might mean taking a slight pause on some stuff I haven't recorded yet, like Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Sim, which I'm going to try to dedicate a day every week or 2 weeks just to record an episode or 2 of each so that I have something. But that's going to be there. That's basically, like, I didn't expect to take a break, but I'm glad I did because I'm caught up, which I did not think was going to happen anytime soon. So, that being said, keep an eye out for all that stuff. That means that then, too, I can start to experiment with randomly posting more stuff. I feel like I can start editing fun compilations and do, like, worst ofs and stuff, and not feel like that I'm just digging myself a deeper hole with my other stuff by working on that. So, yeah, it's opening it up so I can do even more. Sorry, I'm watching this motorcycle nearly rear-end me. It probably wants this exit. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what's been up there. Now, in terms of work, I don't recall when I last recorded one of these, but I injured my knee. Wasn't off of work, but I was very light duty for a while, which lent itself to being able to get caught up a bit more. And more recently, right after Christmas, I got COVID. So that obviously threw another monkey wrench in everything. But it's what helped me get caught up by the end of the year, because I don't think it was going to happen otherwise. I was supposed to be doing audio in the Ed Center downtown Pittsburgh for first night, which is, our New Year's celebration. But it ended up working out where I couldn't do that, so I didn't. Now, that being said, I still have gotten to do some stuff I wanted to do. I did a couple little musicals and stuff, actually one that went incredibly well. to the point where we had the client scheduling next year's date already and random people asking for business cards. It was wonderful. More stuff with no bad juju, all that kind of stuff. Now, in terms of work, that's pretty much the extent of it. It's going to be a lot of shop stuff, so I won't be on as many gigs, but this gives me the time to sort of further some stuff that I had planned for this year, because I have a lot of goals for this year. This transitions, it's still partially work, but it's more so personal stuff at this point. So my goal is, with the content, to obviously keep to my schedule and put out good stuff. With my audio, I want to learn stuff. I want to record learning stuff. I want to be able to branch out on what I'm doing both at work and personally with tech, with audio, with video, with all of it. And that will include dash cam stuff and audio teasers that are going to pop up. I came up with some things where once a month I want to go field record. So you're going to see teasers from that come up on this channel. I want to get more involved with my recording car exhaust and recording other car-related things. And obviously working on the pilot is another big goal of mine. I want to learn some new programs, especially things that might make working on this stuff a little bit easier. I want to fix some tech so that it opens up so that I have an extra phone that I can use to record my vlogs, especially when working on the pilot, because I have the tripod that I set up over the engine bay, and all that kind of stuff. I want to fix some tech I already have just to make my experience a little bit better. I have 2 pairs of headphones that I need to fix the jacks on, so I want to fix them. And, all that kind of stuff. I also, in terms of personal goals, want to lose some weight, because injuries are part of why I'm as hefty as I am, because I am not a small man. I will not, you can call me fat, and I'm just going to say, yeah, you're right, and I'm just going to roll with it, because I accept it. But for personal reasons, and for the sake of my health now is okay, aside from getting injured, occasionally getting sick, but I can't help that no matter what shape I'm in, really. Especially the way I've injured things, because the work injury was pretty fucked. Torn meniscus is all that I did, thankfully. But anyway, for the sake of my future health, I do want to get back in. I don't need to be buff. I don't need to get into great shape. I just want to be in good enough shape that I can function normally. I don't want to say normally, because I function fine now, but I want to be able to, not be getting out of breath doing things. I admit that that's shit I need to work on. On that same route, that means I want to eat better, which I already have a plan for, thankfully, and I want to exercise more when I can, which for me, unfortunately, because of the knee and previous issues with my foot, limits me a bit, where basically I want to try to go for at least a half hour to an hour walk every day, which where I live is a big thing because there's a lot of very steep hills. So it's a great way to just do a little bit of extra, and then maybe do a little bit of lifting or some modified push-ups or something, just because of, again, the knee thing and all that kind of stuff, or crunches or things like that. I want to work on some little things just to complement it. Even though working in the shop gives me a lot of exercise, I want to add to it. And obviously adjust the diet. I also personally want to research more into the audio stuff, because I want to get better at what I do. I want to improve. The end of the year reviews came in, and mine were medium, so it's not bad. It's right about where I expected to be, but I know where I need to work on, and I'm going to work on it. Same thing goes with, in terms of personal stuff, I want to dial in medications so that my attitude and my temper are a bit better. Because I admit, I can be I'm never that bad, but I can be short-tempered where things piss me off easily, and I want to fix that. I also want to learn to step away from things. If I see troll comments, not responding with more troll things back, not feeding it, just deleting them and moving on. Especially if I see things on Facebook and I try to argue things, it's not going to work, because I'm not going to convince them to start not being idiots, and they're not going to convince me to start being an idiot. So it's pointless. I need to try to just fight that a lot less. Obviously, only do it when I feel it is deserved or warranted, or when it's someone I personally know. But anyway, and the other big personal thing is I want to actually buckle down on learning Russian, because I am getting there. I have the very basics down, but I want to actually learn the language. In case, I joke in case we get taken over, but I want to learn it because I love the culture. My family's all Eastern European, and it's a universal language that all my Latvian family actually speak. My Ukrainian family, they do speak Russian still. And I have actually 3 friends who their first language is Russian. So it would be nice to be able to communicate with them on a more personal level, because if I learn their language, it means a little extra something, you know. But that's that. In terms of, in terms of a vehicle update, so the Pilot I haven't gotten any further on because of weather, injury, and illness. But I have a plan for that. I was going to kind of chop it into a Jeep. I don't think that's going to happen. I have different ideas, and I'm going to mess with it in some different ways. That sounds disgusting. Their sticker says stay humble. I think they should be humbler. And in terms of the Mazda, I am actually probably, before I get home today, going to turn over 17,000 miles. I'm about 3,000 miles off of wanting to do another oil change on this. So far, I haven't had to do anything else. I probably want to do... this is so small. I want to replace the wipers at some point soon, because they're fine for now, but I think it's going to get there soon. I also... I just took it through a car wash. I want to actually wash it. I just had to get all the road salt and crap off of here because the roads are really, really bad in terms of salt the last couple weeks. I guess more in terms of personal life. So I went home to Delaware. You know, that was fun. Got to see the entire family, which doesn't, like the entire immediate family, which doesn't happen that often because there's, including significant others, 11 of us now. So that was always great. Some great food, some great hanging out, some great nights of gaming. Got to share a bottle of bourbon with my dad. It's a Blanton's store pick, for those who know bourbon, out of Georgia. And the dump date is his birthday. So I wanted to bring it for him to try it. We ended up finishing it, so I let him keep the bottle as well. So that was just a nice little thing to bond over. Something that I never quite got from him, but he's actually gotten a little bit from me. In terms of, whoa, okay. That can't be good, whatever this is. Sorry for a second, I want to see what happened here. Is it a car into structure? It looks like car into structure. Yeah, car into building. Lovely. Hopefully everyone's okay. That's a lot of fire trucks, but I guess structural things at the building. So yeah, where was I? But as part of that, I picked up a bunch of whiskey on my way back. I actually picked up a ton of bottles for friends. One of the last videos I upload of the content I'm catching up on, you'll be able to tell I stopped at a lot of liquor stores. There's a lot of stuff from parking lots. I went all up Delaware and across Maryland, around Baltimore. I actually went into DC on my way out because the weather was bad, and it gave me a nice break from it. And yeah, I expect, I guess, eventually to see some content doing more reviews. The ones that I have currently are still catching up, so they're pretty dated. I'm not sure actually how much of them I want to continue posting or if I want to just hop into something new. I'm probably going to keep posting them just because it's still good. They're still good reviews, but obviously my taste and my knowledge, along with my friends' tastes and knowledges, have changed and improved since then. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I also went to Allentown for Thanksgiving, since I realized I don't think I've updated since before then. Because my grandpa was out there with his wife. My aunt actually ended up being able to join, so that was great. She rode down with me. You might hear her in a clip or two throughout because she was also here for the Vintage Grand Prix. There were a couple clips where she was in the vehicle. But yeah, that was fun. I swung over into New Jersey the day we got down there to look for whiskey because I had 5 hours to kill with no one home. My aunt was seeing friends. My grandfather was sleeping, and my grandfather's wife was she's a therapist, so she had a couple calls she had to do. So you'll see some New Jersey footage, adding another state to the repertoire. Actually, Kentucky gets added into one of the somewhat soon uploading videos from August. So I'm still I'm about to get to the point where I'm editing that. I think I actually did edit that very recently. No, I didn't. Not yet. Speaking of the content, sorry, this has been all over the place. I'm kind of doing this as I go, or as I think of it. My episode 213, which I know seems far off, but I've compiled that one already. I'm all the way up to the new footage that I haven't edited yet. Will start video number 227. So yeah. But 213 is going to be a little different. It's in honor of a friend I lost in July, which I think I mentioned about at some point, but it's a little... The video is a bit... I didn't want to make it more somber, but it just ended up that way just because of the clips. That's just how it ended up. It's a little bit shorter. So I decided to do a special intro and outro for that video as well, so just keep an eye out for that eventually. Probably within... I want to say in a month or so, that video will actually be up. I'm going to try to do these every 1 to 2 weeks now still as well, like I originally planned. Sort of my update on the happenings of the week. Or probably the happenings of the previous week. I don't know if I'm going to update too much now that things are going to be getting in more real time. But there's that. One other little piece of content that's coming up. As a gift, I got an Amazon gift card, so I decided to splurge on a slightly better dash cam for the work vehicles. I'm still going to keep the old one to use in a pinch, but I bought an 8-man 1080p dash cam, and I'm actually going to be, later today, I have it in my front seat, I'm going to be doing a review on that, as well as a review of the camera that I currently have in the Pilot that I have, or the Pilot and this one, that I have obviously two of, my Nazini 1080p dash cam that's more styled after a Rexing dash cam. And I'll go a bit more into that. The issues I've noticed now that I've had that one a while, the 8-man will be first impressions. The old one that I had in the work vehicle is my Einheisek. I've done a review on before. Nothing's really changed about that. It still is what it is, and hopefully this new one's a bit of an improvement over that. But yeah, I think that's really it that's going on. That's really it in terms of content updates. Again, you'll see new random things pop up as I decide to experiment, especially as I get more caught up on stuff where I feel like I can actually edit these things. You might see if I do a work gig, and there's one parking lot, I have the van parking with the camera running, where I have the camera running, and I get a bunch of things, like a bunch of clips from one stop sign that the camera's pointed at or something. I might make that a mini video instead of overloading a compilation with it, because I have a couple that, there's clearly some times where I had my work truck parked near an intersection and it recorded a ton of clips from the same intersection. And thankfully it was spread out enough that it felt okay, but, I might have changes to avoid that, so I might avoid that. So yeah, I believe that pretty much covers it. Hopefully everyone's doing well and had a great Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. Now that it's the new year, I can actually dedicate myself to getting back in line with my content uploads, actually more frequently, so I can get caught up on getting to up-to-date footage, I guess is the route I'm trying to say I'm taking here. And hopefully I put out some stuff you guys enjoy. Expect maybe honestly 2 compilations a day sometimes until I get caught up, if not 1 a day until I'm caught up. Because I want to be able to put out the new stuff. I don't want to be uploading a video from a year ago, So many things are out of date. The things you hear on the radio in the old car, some of the signage you see driving around, like it just feels dated already. some of the vehicles, you know, obviously new things come out and then you start seeing them everywhere, and they're still not in my videos because I'm that behind. So that's what I want to, you know, fix today. So that's what I'm going to try to fix. And hopefully you guys appreciate it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, I do it for me. It's a bonus that you guys like it. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and try to put out shit content, but I don't make it to please everybody. If there's 5 people who like my video and no one else watches it, that's fine by me, because I gave content to those 5 people and they liked it. So yeah, that being said, stay happy, stay healthy. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.